Hi, it's Dana from Parenting in Real Life. I'm your parent and teen coach. Today I'm here to talk about ADHD in the teen years and what that looks like. A lot of people feel that ADHD, they might grow out of it, right? For the most part, that's not true. And certainly for a lot of people, the diagnosis doesn't come until high school because they're suddenly being asked to handle all this stuff that they couldn't do before, or that had structure in place for them so that they didn't need to do it all themselves. So one of the other things is because they don't have great executive functioning skills and they need that support, you'll also find that teens with ADHD are often a couple of years behind other teens who don't have ADHD as far as maturity and emotional control, which is lagging often for the teens. So your teen is suddenly being asked to do things they didn't have to do before without the structure. And while they may be intellectually there, they may really struggle with organizing and remembering to turn in the homework and write in a planner or even use their locker sometimes. And so in high school, ADHD actually can become more noticeable and almost more impairing because there's more for them to handle. So the environment that they're in has changed a lot from middle school to high school, but they themselves haven't changed that much. The other things to remember or think about and to talk to your teen about is that kids with ADHD often take bigger risks earlier. So driving in a car, right? They tend to get more traffic tickets, as well as get involved in more accidents. They also start to experiment more at an earlier age. So drugs or drinking, those are things that they may play with and try to see if they can self-medicate, calm themselves down if they're anxious. The problem is that they also have a higher degree of addiction. So it's really important to have that conversation and to prevent kids with ADHD from using drugs or alcohol. Okay, so what do we do about this? What we really need to do about this is just keep the lines of communication open. And that can be hard because kids become teens and they don't really want to spend time with their parents and they want to be with their friends. It's understandable. That's what they're supposed to push to do, get that independence. So lectures don't really cut it anymore, and if they ever did. So I think what we do is we talk and we tell them these things so they know ahead of time that, hey, it's not your fault, but you need to be aware of these things because they could really get in your way as you get older. And I think we also teach them to not expect tutors and all the structure and help because that won't be there for their whole life, right? So we need to start teaching them the self-advocacy and the tips and getting them to manage their own medication and turn in their homework. And if they can't turn in their homework, they should be responsible for talking to the teacher and asking for extensions. You know, by high school, mama, we're not supposed to be involved there. You can be on the back end coaching, but let him or her do that for themselves. And also stay patient because while we need them to do those things, there is a neurobiological reason that they find it hard to do. So getting up in the morning, remember to turn in the homework, even if they've done it, those don't happen because they're lazy or even disrespectful, right? It's a brain issue. So strict discipline and focusing on failures isn't going to work for them. And in fact, more than any other type of kid, ADHD kids respond to positive parenting at a much higher and greater rate. So as a parent, you want to stay in the picture. You want to stay encouraging. You want to reward the good stuff. And you want to have that patience and that line of communication just to keep listening, keep talking, keep acknowledging their vision and acknowledge that whatever they're feeling is being seen through their ADHD brain, and that needs to be validated for them, right? They need to know that you hear them. They need to know that they're valid. They need to know that they are loved and that they can take on more responsibility, and they will still have you to support them in the back end. So that's my tip today, or many tips, because I've been asked that a lot recently about ADHD in the teen years. So hope that helps, and drop any questions below, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.